Hey everybody. I hope your last 2 weeks has not been as eventful as mine has. There were a series of losses, some that didn't really affect me personally, but they definitely affected my soul. And I thought about them in the context of our word risk, which was chosen from the bag 2 weeks ago. First, I called my hairdresser to make an appointment, only to learn that her husband tragically and suddenly passed away from a heart attack. There was no warning, and it so reminded me of when my own father passed away back when I was 10 years old. No warning. The rug pulled out from under you, and my heart went out to her. I thought about how we just live our lives almost on a hamster wheel, do the same things, go out, get the newspaper from the front yard, drink our morning coffee, go to work, end the day, cook some dinner, watch some TV, and do it all again. And then something happens to disrupt the flow and completely change life as you knew it. For my dear hairdresser, there will always be the before and after of this great loss in her life. So then I had to call and make an appointment for my mom to have a checkup with one of her doctors, and he's not taking appointments right now because suddenly, tragically, his wife passed away. And I'm thinking, this is just too much. So when you are empathetic, you feel things deeply, and many of you are empaths out there. The challenge for us is to not dive into those sea of feelings and drown ourselves. And then I learned that my favorite Aunt Mary passed away. Aunt Mary was in her 90s. 3 years ago, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I made a commitment that I was going to write to her every week. So for the last 3 years, almost every week, and at least every 2 weeks, I wrote a little something to my Aunt Mary. She didn't have Facebook. She didn't have access to a computer, so I would print out photos from my adventures and write little things, always ending with, "I hope you know how loved you are." Aunt Mary just was really special. So loss. That last one, very personal to me because I loved Aunt Mary. I didn't know my hairdresser's husband, and I didn't know the doctor's wife, but I knew Aunt Mary. And I thought, what a highlighter to remind all of us that none of us are getting out of here alive. This is a precious opportunity each day, now. We can't do anything about yesterday. We can't do anything about tomorrow, but we have right now. And right now, I'm reminded of that James Taylor song, "Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Here and now, while you can, while you have breath." And sometimes it's a risk. Sometimes you don't know if that love is returned, but go out on a limb and love and tell people you love them, because this life is precious. I struggled with, do I fly back to Pennsylvania for my aunt's services? First, I wasn't sure they were going to have them. And then when I found out they were, I'm like, ooh, I would like to get on a plane. And then I thought, no, she knows, because I never failed to shower her with love and let her know. So may that be an encouragement to all of us today to treasure the people that we love and let them know. And so for the next 2 weeks, I'm asking for a word for all of us. I hope that wasn't a downer to any of you. It was meant to be an encouragement because death is a fact of life. And life is meant to be lived. And love is meant to be expressed. The word for the next 2 weeks is light. So, remember that old church song, hide it under a bushel? No, it's a singing day today, I guess. You all have light. We all have light. And sometimes the hard things in life, the challenges, the losses, can dim our sparkle a bit. Don't stay there. You have light. Let it shine. How do you get your light back when you feel like you're in darkness? Do something that makes your heart feel light. Something that makes you laugh. Tell a funny story again that never fails to crack you up. Change the subject in your head. Change the scenery in your surroundings. Do something different to dislodge from the darkness. And may we all have healthy doses of light these next couple of weeks. Sending all of you lots of love and light.